Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise and this reading is for Thursday, October 22nd, 2020. So 3 cards to help us evolve, come back home to who we truly are. Okay, well, we're here on Earth. So 2 of Pentacles reversed, King of Swords straight up, and the Ace of Cups straight up. Beautiful. Okay, so with the 2 of Pentacles reversed, well, first of all, let's stick with the theme here with the King of Swords right in the center. This has to do with seeing life from a bigger, you can see him at, the mountaintop, seeing life from through the lens of the larger scope of all that life truly is. And it has to do with, tapping into your wisdom. Spiritual law is up here. Rebirth is here with the bat. And then we have the dragonfly over here to remind us that we can always create whatever it is that we, within reason on Earth, we can always create whatever it is that we want to create because we are creators in our core. That's who we are. So to remember that, I think these might be, I don't know if these are eagle spirit, feathers here, or if they're owl feathers. I'm not sure about that, but there's a lot of clues here in the symbology. This card rules science. It rules, just all things of intellectual wisdom. But there's all types of wisdom, of course. There's body wisdom, there's emotional wisdom. But this encompasses just about everything. It has to do with thinking very clearly and having your own authority and being inside of the truth. Having, your authority and your inner authority and your truth and absolute truth lives inside of you. So to remember that's where you go. Now, to remember what is true for you in your life. Now, with the 2 of Pentacles reversed, there can be a little bit of a challenge when it comes to external validation. When the card is straight up, this has to do with balancing and negotiating and, balancing your resources and your money, right? Not getting too far out there in either direction, going the middle way, which will always get you going in the right direction, if you can stay, in the balanced way. But when we have, a reversal with this card, sometimes it can have to do with a little bit of a disorganization with resources and material and finances maybe. But on an emotional level, it has everything to do with external validation. So that place has to do with whoever we think we need to be in order to have love. And when we don't get the love that we needed when we were little, then that has to do with what happens from there is that as we grow older, we tend to do other things in order to get approval. Because if you can't get the love, then you're going to go towards some type of approval. And this is where, like being the good little girl or good little boy comes in. This is where it comes into like trying to please one of the parents who are maybe either negligent or abusive or both. Negligence is a form of abuse, of course. And it can be very, very painful. This could be a father, if we look at all these cards, this could be a father who was very, very intelligent, but maybe didn't meet you on an emotional level. And so there's a little bit of still that needing of, that wanting external validation in order to get the love that you didn't get. So this could be like children that grow up to be adults who have decided that they needed to be very wealthy or very smart, and they've gone towards that. This would be, like the doctor that got the medical license because his father wanted him to be a doctor, or the daughter that became an attorney because that's what her father gave her attention when she was going towards that. Or maybe her father was an attorney, and she gleaned, through growing up with, childhood, that's how she could get his respect and his love. And it's just because a parent isn't perfect doesn't mean that you don't deserve that love. It just means that there was something inside of, when that happens, it's because there's something inside of us that still needs to be healed, and that's, we choose the parents to kind of help tease that out, to help us heal it. It's very painful, but going through the pain and opening your heart to yourself and loving yourself through and getting to that clear place yourself. If you have a very intelligent father, there's a place inside of you that's also very intelligent, which is wonderful. But so just to not fall into that trap of external validation, don't fall into the trap of comparing yourself against anyone else, because that violates a spiritual law. Anytime we compare ourselves against others, we're violating spiritual law. Anytime we get into a compulsive need to please other people, we're also violating spiritual law. So to stay very present with what's going on inside, and then keep opening your heart to yourself and loving the wounded inner child, loving your inner child through the experience, that will get you to where you need to be. Okay, so let me use the Animal Spirit Oracle. And I'm hearing 2 cards for today. Okay. So we have the Antelope Spirit. Oh, I think we had this a couple of days ago. Life is speeding up. Boy, is that for sure. That's definitely true. And then Pig Spirit says to use your mind wisely. Yeah, they are either the or one of the most intelligent creatures in the animal kingdom. So these cards go together really well. So I would say that this card probably has more to do with just trying to stay balanced on the physical level, because there's so much going on. And that to do your best to stay balanced, but honestly to just love yourself through it, and to know that your wise intellect, your wise reasoning abilities will get you to that place where it can be a much more loving experience. If you can always get into the simple truth, or try to always go for the simple truth, and let things be easier on yourself. When you're trying to organize, when so much is coming at you and you're trying to organize, do your best to stay in your heart and just keep things simple. Don't allow things to get too complicated, and that would be how you use your mind wisely. So, okay, well, that's all I have for today, you guys. Take good care. Bye.